NBC Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. Now Allen going to back away and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Off the bootleg, Allen. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Buffalo, 48 yards. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. They run here with Singletary. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. If these kinds of lanes are available.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And Cook will get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Hey, take 26.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now swing pass for Dillon. Runs over it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep.
Randall Cobb, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Box it. 26.
On 2nd and 7. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Allen. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. So on fourth down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Jump out! Get 300! Get go to 50! Hey, you block over here.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now second. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure they're friends from...
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Now that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Packers 7. Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Here's Rodgers to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 33 yards that time.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught from Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal
get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. To the 50. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Out to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Rodgers now to throw. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Rodgers. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
To throw is Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now Allen. And this one too low.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Allen to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. Preston Smith there on the stop. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to throw. Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.